In November 2014, 70% of DC residents have voted in favor of the legalization of marijuana. It is important to consider the effects this could have on our youth, medical resources, and the current drug policy. In this segment of District Buzz, we will explore the consequences and the benefits of the legal action, and we will let you decide for yourselves if marijuana is the right choice for DC. Marijuana has gradually become more popular in the country and in our community. The nation has witnessed a surge in the popularity of marijuana since the 40s. In 2003, one-third of people surveyed admitted to trying marijuana compared to today's one-half of the population surveyed. The controversy over the legalization of marijuana came to light when it was first made legal as a medical drug in California in 1996. Now, 23 states have since legalized the drug, and DC joined the ranks on February 26, 2015.
The people of the District of Columbia thought about decriminalizing marijuana about 2 years ago. And as we went through this process, we realized that it wouldn't go far enough. That to just decriminalize marijuana didn't make it possible for people to not get arrested for marijuana. So Initiative 71 was put forward by a group of activists here in DC to put it on the ballot. And when they did that, they were restricted by what they could actually put on the ballot. So it didn't entirely solve the problem, but it did make it possible so that fewer and fewer people now in DC are getting arrested for nonviolent marijuana offenses. I think that we're going to continue to study and think about how we can put fewer and fewer people in jail. I think that's an important question for us here in DC, and I think it's something we have to investigate, whether it be other drugs, whether it just be straight up criminal penalties for things that shouldn't have jail sentences. I think as we recognize that there was no harm done for legalizing marijuana, and that actually regulating marijuana and making sure there are programs in place for people that need help and things like that is more beneficial than actually straight up prohibition and throwing people in jail. I think you'll see the city more and more exploring ways that we can do better for our residents in that regard. The word on the street is that it's more positive, because right now you can have a bag of marijuana in your pocket up to 1 ounce and be going like from one place to another. If you get stopped by the police and they discover that marijuana, they can't arrest you. In the past, no matter how much you had in your pocket, they could pick you up and arrest you. And you know what happens when somebody gets arrested. It's just a negative mark on their life, on everything they're trying to do. It sets them up for failure. And so what I believe is the positive impact of Initiative 71 is that we are able to get to a new place with police-community relations, where we can actually start to talk about the real things that impact the community.
I don't really think it's like in the privacy of your own home. I think that's fine, but public areas, no, I don't think it should be in public areas.
People need their privacy. You know, saying not everybody's with it. You know, some people are against it. You know, not everybody. Like my thing is like, if you think about it public, then you got kids around. I don't believe in that. You know, I think it should be in your own private property, your own private time. You know, around public. Not really a fan of that.
Everyone's crime forward, they should have been released, expunged off their record, because that is a right. Because if you're going to legalize it for yourself to sell it, everybody that was penalized for what you're legal to do, they should be forgiven. Pay it forward and pay it backward.
With the passing of Initiative 71, Washington, D.C. is now being put on center stage. It is now up to the rest of the nation to decide whether or not the legalization of marijuana will have an overall positive or negative impact on our lives as a whole. My name is Nashawn Farrell, and you've just been buzzed.